topic for today is the top 10 ways to be kind, yes, and to be kind to yourself. Now, we're going to have a little show and tell here because last night I worked on all this and I was so excited. I could barely sleep last night thinking, I get to do this talk the next day. Now, before we begin, I want to thank two groups of people for bringing this type of information, actually planting the seed in my brain about this topic. This one right here, note to self, be kind, be kind, be kind. We give thanks to Robert Reynolds and Stark White. And also my daughter, who has this in her room. That's a note for herself, and I thank her for that because that also helps me. And then also the top 10 ways that I'm going to be talking to you about, plus actually 7 of them are from Power of Positivity, and then the rest are from moi. Okay, you guys ready? You're going to love this. I hope you love this because this stuff's so good. Like in medical school, they used to call this soft science. I don't consider this soft science. I consider this like hardcore medicine for your brain. We got to get this fixed up in our brain, not our haircuts, not our hairdos, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is we got to get this part fixed up so that we can start talking to ourselves nicely. So I encourage you to start doing the following messages to yourself, okay? Okay, whoopsie. Did it backwards. All right, here we go. You ready? Good. I am too. All right, the first one is, I am worthy of success. I am worthy of success. Yes, you are. You are worthy of success. Too many times we start on a project and we go, I can't do this. I'll never get there. Well, you need to change that playing tape in your brain and start saying, I am worthy of success, because you are. That was number 1. But wait, there's more. The next one is, I don't give up. At least today I won't give up. And you know what? Just take one day at a time. Don't think that you've got to do a whole year right away. That's why God gave us 24 hours. Because we're supposed to live that day, plus go to sleep, get restored, and wake up the next day to get going. So during the day, when you start feeling like you want to give up, say to yourself, I won't give up. At least today I won't. Maybe tomorrow might be another topic. Might be another, discussion. But today I won't give up. Be it on, trying to lose weight, get your body fat down, becoming gluten-free, exercising, being nice to somebody in your family, whatever it is, just don't give up today. Or traveling, you have a goal of traveling and you don't have enough money, well, don't give up today. Keep on trying to save money and get that trip together. Okay, that was 2. Now, I'll lose count, so you guys keep count. You can type in the number at the bottom, okay? All right, this one. I love this one. I don't always feel like this, but I have to remind myself, I am glad to be alive. I am glad to be alive. And you know what? When you wake up in the morning, say that to yourself. I am glad to be alive, and something good is going to happen to me today. And add this extra one. This is like the extra, Say, something good is going to happen through me today. Yeah, through me today. Like, for instance, I've gotten into the habit of doing that today, every day. But like today I was seeing a patient who was from another part of the world, who's here in New Zealand, and he's a professional. And he's having a really tough time getting into this professional arena right now. So I thought, wow, I could introduce them to a friend of mine who's in that profession. And so when I did all the paperwork and I sent a text to my friend and stuff. And then I was driving home and I was like, wow, I did do something good. I did connect those two together, and hopefully it'll be a flourishing relationship. Who knows? All I can do is just kind of like open the door, right? And so can you. You can open the door to be a blessing for others in this world. Yeah, you can. And that can make you happy. Yeah, that's a nice way of being kind to yourself, because you're using your services. If you serve others, that's you saying to yourself, I'm good enough to help other people. And the world totally needs your help. Okay? Now, I don't know what number we're on right now, but you guys are counting, okay? The next one is, oh, I love this one. When you're going through a tough time, there's always mountains and valleys and mountains and valleys. And holy moly, have I had my valleys in my lifetime. And it's always during those valleys that you're like, man, am I going to get through this? Is this really going to come to an end? Well, this is what I encourage you to start saying to yourself. I am going to get through this. You are going to get through this. I don't know how, I don't know when, but you know that you know that you know that you are going to get through this valley that you're going through right now, okay? And I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know what you have to go through, but you will get through it. If you just take day by day and say, I am going to get through this, okay? Like, for instance, if you're at university and you've been traveling all your, 3 or 4 years after high school, and all of a sudden, you've got this dream, you've got this goal that I am going to be such and such. And the first year of university is, what it's like. It's so boring. It's like, really? Do I really have to be taking these courses? Well, that first year is probably going to be your tester year. And in my opinion, C's get degrees, okay? Personally, for me, when I was going through pre-med, I got a couple of C's. I got a lot of C's. But you know what? My patients, you, are not asking me what my degrees were in microbiology, right? Of course you're not, because it doesn't matter. But you've got to jump through that hoop. So just do whatever you got to do to get through the hoops, to get you to that goal. It's kind of like testing ground to see if really, really, really you want to get to that dream. Because you know what? Nobody wants to do the struggle. Nobody wants to do the struggle. Now, if you need to take a break during the valley and just take a little rester, then take a little rester, but know deep down inside that you are going to get through this, whatever it is. And if that break is 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, it doesn't matter. Just take a break, but know in the back of your mind that you will get through this. Okay? Now, I hope you're writing all my prescriptions down for you. All right, let's see. What's the next one? Ooh, I like this one too. All right. Do you ever feel weak, like, this is too hard for me? Well, I want you to start saying this to yourself. You are stronger than you think. Now, if you're going to put it in first person, you would say, I am stronger than I think. I can do all things. Yes, I can, because I've got my goal in my mind and I know where I'm going. So remember, you are stronger than you think, okay? Yes, you are. I'm here to tell you that. Let's see. La, 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 la. I sing in between. This one is like the best nutrient-dense words you could ever say to your heart and to your brain. Ready? You are alive for a reason. Do you believe that? Do you believe that you're alive for a reason? Well, I want to talk to you about this. We're going to just pause right here, sit back, kick back, put your feet up, have a sip of whatever you're drinking right now, and let's talk. I believe after being on earth for definitely greater than half a century, oh my gosh, I believe that every single one of us, you, and you, are born for a reason, to make a contribution. Because your energy, you're a life that has come in to do only what you can do. And if you don't stop feeling small and mediocre, and then if you don't stop doing that to yourself and feeling like you're behind prison bars, saying, I want out, but you're constantly thinking to yourself, but I am nothing, I am not worthy of anything, then you know what? You're going to stay behind those prison walls. But what I encourage you to do is just break out and start saying this to yourself, that you are alive for a reason. You've got a contribution to make in this world. And if you don't make that contribution to this world, the world is going to suffer. It's going to be like a disservice in this world. And it's only you that can make that happen. Like, let's take, for instance, somebody very tiny but made a huge impact. I think she was like very short. I think she came up to here, okay, on me. Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa believed that she was here for a reason, that she could make a big difference. And she did. She took care of the poorest of the poor. But most importantly, she made us all realize that we're here to do something super special, because you know what? God doesn't make junk. And each and every one of us are made for a reason. Yes, you're made for a reason, and you've got an assignment. So before I move on to the next one, just please say this to yourself more often. You are alive for a reason. Now, I don't know what that reason is. That's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to figure out, to check out all these things that you've got exposure to, and figure out how you're going to make a difference. For me, it's doing this. It's being a doctor, like being a doctor to help you live a long, healthy, vibrant life, okay? For my husband, it's being an amazing chef, an amazing husband, an amazing father, yeah? Plus, I'm also a mom. But for you, it could be, I don't know, you're painting, you're writing, you're whatever. You've got a special something for this world. So just remember that, okay? And we need you. We so need you. Okay. Oh, look at this one. You're needed. You're needed. Because you are needed. And that just continues on from what I just finished talking about. You are so needed. And you know, like, I totally get feeling like you're not needed. I've been there. Oh my golly gosh, have I been there. I've been there in the deep, deep hole twice in my life. And I thought that I would be better off not being around. That everybody would be a lot better if I wasn't around. But you know what? I am needed. And you're needed. And you've got to do whatever you can to realize that you are so needed in this world. Okay? Oh my gosh, I could talk to you forever about this. So let's see what the next one is. I think we're coming to a close. I'm sorry, but this one's good. Do you have anybody that just adores you? Just think of one person that adores you. And you know what? That first one person should be you. Yeah. You should be looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I love you. Because if you don't love yourself, how could you possibly love anybody else? Just saying. So, hey, and that took me a long time to learn. Now, is that saying that I love myself? Most of the time, I don't like everything I do, but I have learned how to love myself. I've learned how to love these big cheeks of mine. I've learned to love this big nose of mine, my curly hair. I've learned to love a lot of stuff that, I didn't like when I was a teenager. So that has taken time and hard work. So remember, you're loved. And the first person that you should think about that loves you is, besides God, because He loves you unconditionally, is you. You love yourself. Yeah? Because if you love yourself, then you can go ahead and share that love with other people. That's the bottom line. How could you possibly share love if you don't have it for yourself? If you don't have a glass full of water or milk or carrot juice or wheatgrass juice, how could you possibly pass it on to somebody else and share it? Just saying. Just keeping it real. Like my kids say, oh, Mom, you're keeping it so real. I go, yep, I'm straight up and real. Okay, now this might not be for the men. You can say something different for the men, but I'm a woman, so I was writing this up last night. I want you to look in the mirror and say, you're beautiful. And if you're a guy, say, I'm handsome. I am handsome. I want you saying that to yourself every morning when you look at yourself in the mirror. Go, wow, I'm so beautiful. You see, and that will make your immune system pop up and be strong for the day. That'll make your heart start being super happy. Yeah, and you know what? You're going to go ahead and infect the world with your positivity. Yes, that's what happens. It's like an infection. An infection of being kind to yourself teaches you how to be kind to yourself, but then if you're kind to yourself, then you can be kind to others. Isn't that coolness? I love it. So, every morning wake up and say, you're beautiful, or if you're a guy, say, I'm so handsome. Whew! I'm a hunka-bunka. Or whatever you guys say. Okay, now I know that this is number 10, okay? So number 10, are you ready for this one? I love this one. My kids crack up every time I say this, and I hadn't said this for a while, and my youngest daughter sent me a text and said, oh, Mom, and I'm going to show it to you. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's a good one. I got to remember to say that one. You out there, I'm talking about you. You are an unrepeatable miracle. Because you are. You are an unrepeatable miracle. Because you are. There's nobody in this world that has your fingerprint, that has your eyes, that has your heart, that has your DNA, which is the foundation of everything. You are an unrepeatable miracle. After studying the body and how an egg and a sperm unite to make you, wow, holy moly, all I can say is you are an unrepeatable miracle. Tambourine, tambourine, drum roll, drum roll. So those are my top 10 ways of being kind to yourself. Now, I don't know what you need to do to make this kind of sink in and take root into your brain, and then you start growing these little trees, these little sunflowers of these sayings in your brain. You're just oozing this out. I don't know what you need to do. What I have done over a long period of time, I think it was about 15 years ago that I started doing this, I would write these affirmations about myself, and I would say them out loud in the morning and at night. And some days I would read it going, I don't believe this. At first you kind of start doing, I don't believe this. This is ridiculous. I don't love myself. I'm not an unrepeatable miracle. But you know what? The more and more you say it, the more it goes into your brain, goes into your subconscious, and you start believing it. And then it starts soaking into your heart. And then it starts soaking into all the cells in your body. And you are oozing this stuff. And people are attracted to you. And you can love them because you know how to love yourself. And then you can teach them how to be kind to themselves. All right. I hope that helps you out. You can tell I am so excited about talking about this topic this week, about being kind to yourself, okay? So if you want, you can go ahead and share this with your family and friends. If you feel that it will serve them well, that's what we're doing here at Doctoronamission.com, okay?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me on that last teaching session. I know that it will serve and add value to you and get you equipped with back pocket principles so that you're not confused anymore. Now, I've got a little present for you. Well, it's actually a huge present. It's like my best stuff. If you want, and I know you will, go to Doctor on a Mission and press the tab that says Free Healthy Living Formula. And you will get all this information. I mean, this stuff is my best stuff so that you know exactly what to eat, what to drink, how to exercise, and you know what? It's just amazing. You see, my whole goal is to do the homework for you, spend the money, and then condense it so that I can bring to you condensed, snackable bits of information so that you're not spending and wasting time, because I know it is very confusing out there. Now, did you notice that during the teaching session there were no commercials, like for drugs or food or underwear? Well, that's because I don't have anybody to sponsor me. I actually choose that. I am self-sponsored. And the reason I'm self-sponsored is because you, the tribe at Doctor on a Mission, is just sharing this with your family and friends. And I want to thank you for that. It's because you're able to do that, we're able to not be sponsored. We don't have to be sponsored. So feel free to send more people to doctoronamission.com. That's our homepage. And they can check out our online courses. They can check our other courses, our coaching courses. They can check out Facebook Live programs that I do for free. They can be educated on YouTube Live. There's so much yummy nutrition at Doctor on a Mission homepage. So thank you for sharing with your family and friends. I really love you for doing that. You rock. We are just gonna, you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna cause an epidemic of health around the world because of what you're doing. So thank you. Okay, so until next time, go out there, let's make a difference. Let's love unconditionally, and let's forgive frequently. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.